Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing this evening? How is it going? Let me just reset Facebook real quick so that we can get this going. And we are set. So, how is everyone doing? I am excited as still. It's been a phenomenal journey these last 20 days. This is day 20. We are Campus Bound GPS. We are October Tips. I am Lisa Marie Eard, Collegiate Success Coach for Campus Bound GPS, where we help students and parents navigate the college application process. And this is an exciting time of year. This is a series called October Tips, and daily we are presenting a tip to students and parents about the college application process. Little nuggets of information that could probably go a long way based on what you're going through, what you're experiencing, what part of the process you're in. And I am so excited to be able to present bits and pieces of information to you. So, I think I sparked something the other day. I had a tip that said, start with a powerful opening sentence. Simple. It was talking about your college, your personal statement or your essays. And, simple, start with a powerful opening sentence. So I got questions like, well, what comes next? What do we write about? How do we continue? So I said, all right, if those questions are coming in, then they definitely need to be addressed. So tonight, the tip is it's all about you. That was the best answer that I can give to all of those questions. Write about yourself. It's all about you. When you look at all the prompts, there's one common denominator, you. Before I go into the prompts itself, because I think it's the prompts that gets students nervous, and parents are not sure how to address the prompts sometimes. So an easy suggestion, an easy way to move, an easy way to start is to write down what are some characteristics that you know about yourself. This is a student. Take it upon yourself to find out about yourself. Do an introspective look at yourself and start off with 10 characteristics about yourself. And when you look at it, think about stories that connect with those characteristics. Are you friendly? What is an example of you being friendly? Do you display leadership qualities? How do you show your leadership characteristics? Were you brave in a situation? How did you show that? Or courageous? How did you show your courage? Write a story about it. Another way to go about it, and a different way to go about it, is to reach out to your parents. Hey, mom, hey, dad, can you tell me about myself? What kind of characteristics do you think I have? And can you tell me a time when I displayed them? Let them help you build your stories and what you recollect with it. So it's not only what they say, because it's not about them and you, it's about you telling your story. Another person to talk to, your BFF, your best friend, your bud, who knows you better, or friends or members in the community. Ask them, hey, what are some characteristics that you find intriguing about me? Or, what draws you to me? And then find the story there. After you found your stories, after you found your voice, or another thing I thought of, go back to your social media posts, because your social media posts, you talk about yourself. You talk about your experiences, places that you've traveled, food that you've eaten, if you are in any kind of activities, you highlight those activities in your social media posts. Anything that will jog your memory to write a story. Tell about yourself, an experience that you had, whether it was positive or negative, how you grew from it. You're telling stories. And doing that exercise will help you prior to your looking at the prompts. Because once again, the prompts are all about you. In fact, so the Common App prompts, and I'll kind of go through those, when most students tend to use the Common App. And then you have the Common App, and I also mentioned in another video, you also have the Coalition app. And I'm going to, as soon as I find it, go through the prompts, and you'll see what I'm talking about. That everything relates to you. Give me 1 second. I just kind of misplaced it a little bit. But everything that, here we go. I passed it. So let's look at the common application prompts. The first one. Some students have a background, identity, interest, or talent that is so meaningful they believe their application would be incomplete without it. If this sounds like you, then please share your story. You. It's all about you. Second one, the lessons we take from obstacles we enter can be fundamental to later success. Recount a time when you faced a challenge, setback, or failure. How did it affect you? And what did you learn from the experience? It's all about you. I'll read one more from the Common App, and then I'll go to the Coalition application. Number 5, discuss an accomplishment, event, or realization that sparked a period of personal growth and a new understanding of yourself or others. It's all about you. Moving down to the Coalition application prompt. And just so you know, these common application prompts that I listed, they're 650 words. 650 words for you to tell your story. It's not that complicated. It feels like it. You may go through a couple of rewrites, but it's all about you. And if you have your stories firsthand, if you start doing, instead of looking at the prompt first and then trying to find a story, if you have some canned stories, because you're going to write more than one essay. If you are, applying to different schools, if you are applying for scholarships, you're definitely going to try to can at least, I would say 10, 15 essays that you might be writing during this college application process. If you are intentional on getting scholarships and doing the things that you need to do so that you can offset some of your costs for your college education. But I want you to think about it in that way. So don't look at, I have to write one essay. Can several stories so that you can write more than one. Okay, so the Coalition application prompts. Tell a story from your life describing an experience that either demonstrates your character or help to shape it. Again, we're talking about character. We're talking just going through those exercises I told you about just now. Has there been a time when you have had a long cherished or accepted belief challenge? Wait, let me read this again. Has there been a time when you've had a long cherished or accepted belief challenged? How did you respond? How did the challenge affect your beliefs? Still about you. Okay, and both the Common App and the Coalition app has a prompt that is a free-for-all. So the language in the Common App says, share an essay on any topic of your choice. It can be one you've already written, one that responds to a different prompt, or one of your own design. Same with the Coalition application. It says submit an essay on a topic of your choice. Okay, everything is about you. So if there's anything that you're experiencing Write it down. For those of you who write in journals, go back through your journal stories and select a couple that you can talk about. I'm not saying be vulnerable and pour your heart out to an admissions counselor. No. What they want to know is who you are and how you will be representing their school. So, character, values, those are the things that they want to hear about. And what's really important as well is how you write. Make sure that someone else lays eyes on it. And parents, do not write the essays for your children. Let them write it. If anything, you review it, look at it for grammar and sentence construction, and provide guidance. Don't write. Because in a lot of essays, there is a check mark that students have to check. There's a check box that students have to check and ensure that everything they've done is on their own. This is my information. I did this. Honor code. So parents, do not, and admissions officers know the voice of your student, your child, versus your voice. So you don't want to put your student in a situation where they will not be successful in the college application process. But to answer the question of moving forward from the initial sentence being powerful, move on to writing your story. Tell your story. Your essay prompts all relate to you. It's your story. It's your way to shine, not brag, but shine. Do show humility. And it's your way to express why you want to go to this college or university, or why you want to be a part of, why you want to study the career path that you're going on. It's all about you. The one last thing I'll say, and this is an extra bonus, try to create a connection. So you're writing about yourself, you're telling your story, you've had an experience where you saw growth, right? You're talking about your character. Utilize those characters and say something like, this is why I would be an asset to your college or university. This is why I would blend into this university. But that's also knowing the research, doing the research of the university that you're getting into or you'd like to get into, or doing the research about the programs that they have so that you can connect yourself. You're selling yourself. You can connect the dots and say, hey, I would be a great candidate for your engineering program. I would be a great candidate for your journalism program. I would be a great candidate for your biology program. Connect the dots. Your character counts. Say one of the great things that I do is that I'm a researcher. I love researching, and I would be a great candidate to be a journalist because I like digging in to get, the information, the facts and fact finding. Make a connection to where you want to be. So to wrap this up, it's all about you. Your essays are all about you. Tell your story and give the admissions counselors an addition to your data. Let them get to know who you are, because this journey is yours. That's all I have for now. This is Lisa Marie Aird with Campus Bound GPS, October Tips, wrapping up day 20. So we're definitely on the downward slope. And I will see you tomorrow. So good night. And please, please, please be safe.